Hello and welcome to the Fresh Air Sci-Fi Show. I'm Joe.
And I'm Dave. Sorry for being a bit late.
That's all right, Dave. I was having fun playing some tunes. I needed it after the day I'd had. When you just have one of them days. I think I've had one of those
Yeah,
days.
same.
I made so many little mistakes today at work that I just... Oh, it was more than a bit embarrassing, especially seeing as the person that I work with most is sort of like my boss's boss, and I was discussing things with him, and I was just like, I just can't get this thing working, and it was all stupid errors, like, oh, well, there's a space here, and it's like, oh.
In the rationality debate, they would be called performance errors because I'm guessing you were tired.
I'm always tired. That shouldn't be the same excuse.
I can relate, but when you're that little bit more tired than normal, you tend to make those few mistakes more than normal.
Yeah, that's fair enough. My head definitely wasn't in the game today, and as much as I tried to get it there, and I was like doing my best to work really hard, even putting extra hours to try and sort of get this stuff sorted. And it's nothing actually. I mean, I wasn't working on anything urgent or that had to be done right now. It's so from that regard, it wasn't bad, but it was just the fact that I made so many little errors, and the person that I made them in front of as well. It was just oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Greg.
They're the
Yeah,
worst.
nice to see you as well.
Hey,
Sorry, just
Greg.
catching up with the chat. Why did I mention work? Because it's obviously troubling me, and I feel bad at how shit I was today. That's why I mentioned work. Sorry though, Dave. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
That's all right. You feel bad because you got a raise and a performance bonus and all that the other day, and then you come along and you have a really shit day and you feel extra bad because that's happened recently.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was on my mind constantly through all of it. It was just oh really. uh, these people have been saying, oh yeah, no, we want to promote you, and then I've just done that. Which basically would be junior mistakes. Very junior mistakes.
This is why they should give cocaine on the NHS.
I'd be okay with that.
I would.
Yeah, man. So, well, now I had to log into one of my clients' QuickBooks so I can say I did some work today. Fair. Hi, Phil. Nice to see you as well. Good to have you here. So tonight.
All right, Philip.
I do apologize, Philip. You write your name as Philip everywhere, and I keep calling you Phil. Do you prefer Phil or Philip, or do you have no preference? Because realistically, I should be using your preferred name rather than just calling you what's easy for me.
Hence why he calls me cunt all the time.
But yeah, I do apologize if I have been using the wrong name for you. It's at least I haven't started calling you Phallus, which is what I tend to call most people called Philip. So yeah, there's so much about identity and names and things like that, and God, it's so easy to get things wrong today, especially when you're trying to do everything right. You end up thinking about it too much and sometimes fucking up along the way, don't you?
It gets in the back of your mind, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up. And you're thinking about the fuck up so much that it happens.
Yeah. I also have that with a common mistake that I make. I mean, whether it's, I'll give an example with DJing, but this isn't necessarily a live one, but it's like, oh yeah, when I mix this tune with that tune, I've got to make sure that I don't release it at the 16th bar. This one I have to drop a little bit later and do all of that. And then the thing that has been on my mind to not to do is the only thing I managed to do. And it's, oh, yeah. But they do say, actually, from a psychology perspective, your mind doesn't, your as in your subconscious mind doesn't interpret negatives. So you telling yourself not to do something, all it hears is the to do something. It's like when you say to someone, don't think of pink elephants, and the average person will suddenly have a pink elephant in their mind. The odd person will go, well, I've got a purple one in my mind, which is what I do because I'm a wanker. But it's that sort of thing. So the whole time you're thinking not to do that. What you should do is have a mantra of what you are going to do rather than what you're not going to do, because if you keep repeating what you're not going to do, you end up doing it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's your lesson for today. Stream over.
Okay, bye. I didn't even have to read out an article. That's awesome.
Well, you know, sometimes people come here to learn things, and, you know, we've done it in the first couple of minutes.
If they come here to learn things, they're buggered.
Well, no.
I know nothing.
Well, Dave, this is a beer. It makes me more tolerable, or at least it makes me more tolerant of the rest of the world. So, you know, spin that how you like.
But what is beer?
Can
you define beer?
Liquid bread made fizzy and alcoholic.
Okay, that's broke my brain. No Socratic dialogue on beer.
I was having a go at a bit of a Socratic dialogue earlier, Dave. I don't know if you got a chance to see it.
I did. It was done well.
I fucked up towards the end, I think, and then I had to start the stream. So I was trying really hard. Maybe it's something that we can actually read out on air at something and see that, you know, a review of my attempt at the Socratic dialogue, because we've done a few discussions. We've seen Plato's Meno and stuff like that. This is me trying to reach someone, but yeah, I didn't get to finish the conversation. It was going largely well, but I feel like I fucked up at the end. I didn't. The whole point of it is the little questions, and I skipped a couple of questions. I said, so by this, do you mean this? And what I should have done was asked him, what do you mean by that first? And
yeah,
it was one of those ones, as I typed it, hit enter, and I went, oh, shit. And I started editing, and it was like, so-and-so's responding. I was like, okay, I'll let him respond. I've already fucked up, but maybe we can recover this. And I don't even know if it's been recovered because I've had to stop and do this. Hey, computer brain. Nice to see you there, as well as Leon. Leon, great that you're alive as well. You're here for the lols. Well, that's good, because that's pretty much all we really have. There's no real decent content here. All we do is say stupid things like willies.
Speak for yourself. I'm high class. I have a master's degree.
This is true. You do, and yet you hang out with me, someone that has a unicorn with rainbows on his fucking t-shirt and Star Wars pictures in the background. Nice.
It's Mr. Pickles.
So basically, we're a pair of dicks, and that's why you're here.
Yep.
So, yeah, Greg was having a laugh earlier watching me dance. Yeah, I don't dance very well. Even worse when I'm DJ dancing, because all it is me doing a bit of this with a bit of this.
Gurning.
Yeah, pretending I'm still in a club. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, today we went for a little bit of a different genre today. I've been doing a lot of drum and bass recently, and I felt like I needed a bit of funk, so I played a bit of glitch hop, which is basically like if hip-hop met drum and bass, or dubstep, I guess. And it's quite nice. It's got all the good funky stuff of like old school rap, but none of the front of modern gangster hip hop. So I like it, and all the electro sounds that I like from other genres. But yeah, we actually did have a topic for tonight, and it's one of Dave's first articles, wasn't it, Dave? For Answers in Reason, not one of your first ever, but one of the first for Answers in Reason.
Well, actually, it was written in about 2010, 2011. It was written just before I started the undergrad degree. So it's even older than the Answers and Reasons date.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, Answers and Reasons only 6 years old. I knew you did it before you'd done it, but before you joined us. I didn't realize it was quite that old though.
Yeah.
This might actually make you cringe as you're saying it out loud, Dave, because
No.
I mean, no, because your work's always perfect. I forget, you know.
Yeah. I'm brilliant.
But me, I frequently look back on old work and old tunes I've made, and pretty much everything I did before a couple of days ago, I look down on, and even the stuff within the last couple of days is very questionable. But that just shows how flawed I am as a character.
I just put it down to I expect my old stuff to be a bit crap because I wasn't very well educated in how to write and stuff like that, and it got me to where I am now. So it's all good.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to be able to appreciate the progression, but I still look back at it and go, ooh. I think some of my earlier articles and things like that, I think the ones that were more science based were because it was just science communication, they're fine, but I find some of the other ones are a little bit too heuristic and a little bit too patronizing of religious people, even though it was more focused at, say, fundamentalists. I wasn't specific in them about a particular type. I was tarring everyone with the same brush, and I've left them on the site because at the end of the day, like you said, it's where you came from to where you are now, and I appreciate that these are articles that I probably at least disagree with some of the content in them, and definitely disagree with the way they're written almost entirely. They're still what led me to what I do now and how I write now. And I imagine even, another 5 years down the line, I'll look back on these articles and I'll go, oh, I could have worded that so much better. And this bit's so unclear. And this is way too ambiguous. And, but it's all a learning curve, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I do that with my old stuff. It's just that I realize I take into account when it was written, what I was like, all that kind of stuff. So I don't see the point in feeling too bad about it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's probably healthy not to feel too bad about it. I think I agonize over that stuff way too much. So, have you ever had a hamburger? Was it made out of ham? No, I've always found that strange. Hamburgers are very, very rarely made out of ham.
That's his argument for why we shouldn't use etymology.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Also, Streamlabs need to be told off for bullying Philip.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll have a look, Philip. I'll do my best to see if I can find a way to stop it telling you off for spamming the chat. However, now that you're in the Discord, if you ever do have problems and it kicks you out of being able to chat within YouTube, just put your comments in the SciPhi thread, and they still come through to us whilst we're live on stream. The other ones don't come through to us live on stream, but yeah, there you go. So, okay, Dave, you have an article, don't you? So shall I put things into the be right back mode whilst we just set up so we can do it?
Yeah, I've got the page loaded up. I just need to start the screen share.
Awesome. So I will put this. And Greg, if you you were talking about your son earlier, and how he was a musician, and I said I wanted to be one, but I was crap. This is an example, actually, the music that's going to go on whilst in the background. I do need to put some other tracks in there, but for whilst we're live on stream, I've only used some of my old music. This one was a rap I wrote about a chav's life, and I got that particular chav to actually rap it for me. But you're not going to be able to hear the whole track.
What am I gonna do today, man? Oh, give a bicycle. You always have some great ideas for what to do. Hey, yo, bud, what's up, man?
Yeah, man, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, how's it going, bro? How you feeling?
Lean.
Safe, me too, man, me too. I'm so bored out of my mind, man. We gotta hook up. Wait, what happened to you yesterday, man? I thought you were coming round.
I didn't do nothing much. In fact, you wanna know what I done yesterday? I'll rap that shit to you right now. You know, I open my eyes and what do I see? It's a big Jimmy Bifter staring back at me. I put it to my lips and the taste is sweet. And I heard my brothers rocking out to this beat. I closed my eyes, then rose from my seat. And I had to venture forth to find some lunch to eat. And I stopped off in their room and they looked at me. I'd forgotten my pants, you know, I thought I felt free. So after I recovered, then they passed me the zoo. I put on some pants and I had another two. I grabbed up some munch and I gelled back my hair. And I went down to Oxford to check the girls there. But all I see was classic Christian and James. Cause this is Oxford and it's always the same. Popular for jabs, but that's its only fame. And the mental little bread that we all know is fade. We got a cinema with one fucking screen. Uncomfortable seats and they're never ever clean. And everything is closed by 10:30, so we sit.
No, there you go. We're back. Back in the room.
Hello.
So, as I mentioned, we're covering off one of Dave's old articles.